What's good, Black Star Podcast? Welcome back to Challenge Boy Jared. Y'all, today we're going to be looking at a video from Eze. And this brother reviews a video, or a couple of videos, of black women specifically going to South Korea. And are having issues dating South Korean men. Check this out.
My brothers and sisters, I am going to play a video clip and I'm going to come back and speak on it.
I say that black women and Asian men are at the bottom of the dating totem pole. Nobody wants either. It's true. Like ask around. And I think that
the dating
totem pole, we're at the bottom. Go to Match.com, go to anyone, and you'll see the least chosen is
people say that.
Wanda and Lee. I don't know.
Oh yeah, on Tinder they don't.
On Tinder, they tell you there's statistics, but I do say that the more educated the black women tend to go, and this is speaking from my own college experience. My girlfriends and I would find that the pool of guys was so limited, and they knew that they were a catch. They knew they were educated, they weren't in jail, they didn't have kids, so they were like, we have options, so work for us. And that made it unappealing.
Right.
So we tend to either,
feel isolated?
Feel isolated and feel like discouraged from pursuing, I guess, black love.
Did you?
Before Eze starts speaking, what this woman failed to realize and mention is this. A lot of black women hold their education above all else. And what they don't understand is them holding up their education like it's all that is something. It's crazy. And the thing is, it's like a lot of black women don't understand that the way that you come off when you start mentioning your education, the way you carry yourself, that turns men off because y'all think y'all are better than everybody else just because you have a college education. You can have a college education and be dumb. A lot of women go to college, get all this debt, and yet they owe almost $200,000 in debt, but they are broke at the end of the day, every fucking day of the year.
You guys notice something. Notice how, to her excuse, especially with black men, is education. Do you notice how she used that as an excuse not to meet good men, not to meet the men she wants? I know right now she's married, okay? Nonetheless, a lot of sisters have the same mindset as her. You understand what I'm saying? They always complain that men don't want them because they're educated, or men are intimidated because they are educated, because they have this, because they have that. But what's different to realize is no man, and I'm not just talking about just black men, even men of all race can care less what a woman makes. We just don't. Men just don't ask women for money. It's been that way from the beginning of time. Now, why are we talking about this? Well, we're talking about this because a lot of sisters are struggling in the dating market. And that's what we're going to tackle today. A lot of sisters are trying to be passport bros, and they're going overseas trying to date. They are finding it very, very difficult. And today, we're going to go to Asia. We're going to go to Korea and see how black women that travel overseas for love, looking for Asian men, how it's working out for them. Let's get to it.
Hello, welcome to Reactions and Reviews. I'm your humble host, Eze. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the show.
So gentlemen, what I'm going to do, instead of giving my thoughts after each clip, I am just going to play all the clips back to back, okay? Then afterwards, I will close out with my final thoughts, okay? Let's start with the first video.
The first thing that you need to know is that most Korean men are just not that interested in dating a foreigner. And the very slim few who are interested in
No, Korean men are interested in dating foreigners. They're not interested in dating black women. That's got nothing to do with foreigners, because you see Korean men going to the Philippines or going to Thailand and marrying one of those women. Y'all equate Korean men not marrying black women to not dating foreigners. That's the main problem. in all of this.
In dating a foreigner, there's a racial hierarchy out there that you need to consider. Usually they will go for Asian first, white second, Latina third, and then black women last. So unfortunately, black women are often the very bottom of the totem pole when it comes to Korean men wanting to dating foreigners.
My dating experience in Korea hasn't been so great, and I learned kind of the hard way Korean people don't really like black women so much. So I've tried to use a lot of Korean dating apps, and I used a lot of American dating apps, Bumble, Hinge, Tinder, etc., etc. And usually Korean people, if I use a Korean app, I get a lot of negative responses, and Korean people have told me I shouldn't be on the app, and they're not looking for people my color, things like that.
How has the dating experience been in Korea?
Not great, I'll be honest. Most guys either want to talk to a black girl, and this is just my experience, either because they think I'm very hip, and they're like, oh my god, I love your tooth gems, you must be into rap or something, and like he's over there having some sort of locks on his hair, even though he's Korean. They just want to try you because you're black, like you're a black girl, so it's like very new and you're different, and it's like, oh, who's this exotic girl? I mean, I've been told that many times, like, you're very exotic, can I talk to you? And I'm there like, what? Like, that's the only compliment I had. And another one I've had was when he said to me is, you're so pretty for a black girl. Like, you're the prettiest black girl I've ever seen. And I'm there like, do you think that's a compliment? Dating here is quite interesting.
I feel more single being here, and as a black person, I don't have the, unfortunately, confidence to be like, oh yeah, let me just go up to that guy because the language barrier. And in Korea, it's very obvious that like white is the standard. White is like preferred, like a lighter shade. And if a white girl and a black girl were like standing next to each other, I feel like 9 times out of 10 they would choose the white girl because it's kind of what they've been shown as popular and mainstream and attractive.
So it really depends on the person. So unless that person is a dickhead or kind of bitchy, that person may not be willing to introduce you to the eligible bachelors that they know, because they could see you as competition. And if they're competing for the same attention and affection from people, they might look at you as if someone who could possibly take away from that. So they may not want to introduce you to the people they know.
If you made it this far, hit that like button and leave a comment to trigger YouTube's algorithm. So
Yeah, shout out to Eze. What these women are failing to realize is, yes, there's a racial hierarchy. But the thing about it is that racial hierarchy is like this. They choose light. They go based upon light skin first, lighter skin, the whiter tone first. A lot of black women don't realize that people overseas, they don't. You're not going to intimidate them into wanting to date a black woman. Black women are beautiful, but the thing is, the caliber of black women that are going overseas from America and from all these other races, all these other countries, is not what they want. And what y'all going to have to realize is this. The way y'all carry yourselves in America gets televised across the world. It's not just here in America that y'all get televised. Y'all's global image is trashed. And it's not because of black men. It's because of y'all own. Think about it. Most women that's went overseas to Africa or any other place overseas have put bad taste in their mouths. It's not because of black men. It's because of y'all. Most of y'all go overseas, have this nasty ass attitude, have this nasty ass thought process of y'all are queens. We've seen that several times when y'all go over to Dubai. Y'all go over to Dubai and y'all act like y'all own the damn place, and then y'all get treated like they're women. Then y'all want to act like everybody in the world is supposed to damn feel sorry for y'all after y'all done showed y'all ass. So that shit gets shown all over the damn world, And that's the reason why they avoid most of y'all. Same thing goes over here. And like I said, black women are not ugly because African women are getting married overseas. So it's the caliber. It's the caliber of women that is going overseas. And that's the reason why they're not getting married. It's got nothing to do with the racial thing, although that plays a part. But anyways, like, share, subscribe, channel, support the podcast on Spotify.com. I will catch you guys on Flipside. Thank you guys for listening. Bye, guys.